Hello, brothers and sisters out there. And, well, today is May 2nd. And we need to have a little talk. I'm sure you've already heard that the Supreme Court has leaked and, well, let's put it this way. There's a very good chance that Roe versus Wade will be overturned. And everybody's going to go cuckoos for Cocoa Puffs. All the little twat waffles out there, you know who you are, little snowflakes. That's why it's been so cold in Oregon. Anyways, so, ooh, you guys have, I'm thinking that we're getting really close to something really big. And I don't want to get my channel bombed. But I've been watching TikTok tonight. You can go to my TikTok, Sister Sarah. And I'll be sending, hopefully, people over here because I need some help. But that's not it. It's not about that. Because, you guys, this is okay. I have been dabbling in this YouTube thing since 2019. And one of my niece, who lives with me now, can attest to a video, one of my very, 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 very first videos that I found on YouTube during what I would want to say was a fishing expedition for people who basically, let's say, thought outside of the box. And we were shown videos that if you had not already been through a level of trauma, after you've been through a certain level of trauma, you can handle certain things, not because you want to. The video that I saw, I would like to say that you probably won't see it, but you probably will. And the only way I can describe it is that it was a little 2-year-old girl, maybe in India, or no, and that was Pakistan, Iran, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. It was so traumatizing for me that and she was crying for her mama, and she was walking around, and she walked into a room where they were doing stuff to her mom and her dad. And then eventually they did it to her. And I've seen things in my life that nobody should see. And I've seen things done to pigs, and I've seen things done to chickens, and that's one thing. I'm sure I'll get a lot of hate mail for that. But seeing that, and then hearing certain old 1960s audio tapes about certain fast food restaurants, McDonald's, that I've always, one of the things I now, I can honestly say that it's a gift from God. And I can tell you that I have a good intuition about things, a good discernment, I would say, about how I feel about things. And one of the places I used to hate as a child, my grandma took me into a few early on when I was little, and then she switched religions, and I didn't have to go to Catholic Church anymore with her. And I, kicking and screaming, I didn't want to go. Had a bad feeling. Mind you, she didn't know what was going on at home with stepdaddy. So I just knew that, it was not a good place. I've had like this sixth sense type of situations where, and if I knew something was up with you, I couldn't give you any rental space in my brain. I would never remember your name. I wouldn't want to be around you. I would avoid you at all costs. Too bad I couldn't have done that in a few relationships, right? Anyways, I digress, but I'm telling you. Now you put together tonight a leak. This is what gets me. A leak when you just come out with the that Ministry of Truth. Okay, whatever. It's stupid. But going back to the original story here. So you do understand that there's bio waste at all of these Planned Parenthoods. There's a company in Washington, D.C. that left some boxes of bio waste exposing some things, some little things that we weren't supposed to know about. It's called critical thinking. See, these guys, you should have waited another generation or two before you did this. Oh, that's right. You had to do this because of Orange Man Dad. So, you have to understand, part of their religion, and they have a big religion out there, and there's a lot of them, and you wouldn't know who they are. The ones you think are good. Ooh. My mom once told me, don't be afraid of the monsters under your bed or in your closet. Be afraid of the humans in your life. They're the scary ones. The rubber's going to meet the road now, guys. I don't want this to come out. And I'm not here to say I told you so. But it's going to be hard for some of you. It's going to be harder for others and not so hard for me, or vice versa. I don't know. There's still things that is coming out that I'm going like the South Pole, North Pole. Why doesn't it look the way? What? There's the news cycle is happening so quickly because they're trying to keep you. If you're looking over here at the Supreme Court, you're not noticing that today the show 2000 Mules came out exposing a few little things that might tell truths. You have to understand how this works. In the world of Wicca and the world of, well, let me digress. I don't want to offend. I know how this works. In different areas of cultures and areas, there are ways of speaking that you can bring certain things into fruition. So I'm not disrespecting anyone. And why am I saying it like that? there's a whole nother thing about religion y'all are about to realize. So, you, me, there's a lot of things you're going to learn about what's going on in here that you need to wake up for. And I'm up, well, let's just say I've been awake for a very long time. Longer than most. And then reawakened, and then reawakened, and then reawakened, and reawakened again, and then smacked upside the head. And that was one of the days when I saw that video that destroyed me. And I videotaped myself watching it and then posted that on YouTube. And this was the thing, I wasn't seeing it for the first time, but I couldn't get through it, no matter how many times I saw it, without completely losing it. I don't know if you guys will find it on my YouTubes. I think it's gone. I'm pretty sure but I promise you it was real. My niece can attest it, and I'll tell you, unfortunately, I'm here to help because you're about to be hit with a Mack truck. And there's only one escape route. There's only one parachute. And I'm being real here, guys. There's this parachute, because he's coming back. If you haven't noticed, we're talking about sacrificing children here, guys. We're talking about the possibilities of forced consumption of things you want to be consuming to prove their religion. They have to trick you and do things and put spells on you and take. And all my Christian friends can get all mad at me all they want. Take your welcome signs and your welcome mats that say welcome, come on in, off your porch. Please. That's the first thing I would like you to do. Maybe get a few no trespassing signs and copies of the Constitution and the Bill of Rights to start. Seriously. Dead serious. You need to post in your yard the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. Claim stake to your land. I don't give two flying toilet papers, whether it's your apartment, your trailer, your car, your house, your land, your tent. Post it. Post it. Hi, sissy mama.
Hello.
Okay. I got red lines from my sissy. No, from my niece. Anyways, so where was I? Oh, anyways. You're about to get hit with a Mack truck, no matter how But you do need to put the armor of God on first. Go read your Bible. And you need to read up on that, sweeties. Okay? It's imperative. And the only reason I'm saying this is because at least get the Lord's Prayer down and accept Jesus Christ into your heart. And start being kind. I mean, am I being tested on a level that, I'd rather give birth every day to my oldest son who was very large every day than deal with the twat waffles that I deal with on a daily. And I'm trying to learn with grace, with love, and that I am not a citizen of the United States. I no longer want to be a citizen of the United States. I am a citizen of heaven, and I need to act like it. So that means I need to be kind, loving, praying for those who don't pray for me. Oh. Even praying for those who do evil. So, I can't see crap. Okay, wait. Okay, 16 minutes. It's about my time limit, guys, but I really wish I had better news. But I do. Those of you who can stomach what's about to come out and realize, well, this right here, one of my favorite candies, but I taste the chemicals in it. Even he did. He's like, are we gonna eat it? Really gonna eat it? Yeah. Yep. Playing with it. I can't even enjoy these anymore. I try, but I get headaches afterwards. My joints hurt. And this is what they're doing, you guys. In the 70s, my Gen X, sorry, I've had a little bit of the my medicine tonight, and 420, and in the 70s, I'm a Gen Z, that you couldn't eat red M&Ms because they said that something was wrong with the dye. See, back in the 70s, there was a lot more truth out there. Like, you can't find encyclopedias unless you go to bookstores. They'll give you truth about things like, like COVID-19. Oh, I don't even know if I can say that now. I probably don't know. That's probably old news. Yeah, anyways. It's cold. You do understand that, right? That it was delaying all the court cases about the fact that the things that are going to come out that you're going to learn about the kids and why the border's open and why they're only letting young military-age men through. You guys need to open your mind. Just look, not asking for much. Maybe a like, a subscribe, a follow. But more than anything, be kind to people. Be kind to animals. Be kind to you. Oh, that's the biggest one. You guys, they want you to hate you. Did you know that? And you guys do realize that Trump told you that the only thing that's keeping them from you was him. And now that he's out of the way, I think, you get tired of it yet? The gas prices, the climate crisis, the nuclear crisis, the money. You're not. Nancy Pelosi is the softest, toasted 24/7, and you're telling me she just got together and just got on a plane and just whimsically decided, oh, yeah, I'm just gonna go over to the Ukraine. God, you guys, please wake up, think a little bit, just a little bit. Pick up a paper, not a United States paper. Try looking at it from a different perspective. I've stopped every single one of my prescriptions. I have lupus. I have 5 autoimmune disorders. I used to weigh 300 and something pounds. Had a gastric bypass. I've had 23, about to have 24 surgeries. All under the umbrella of Western medicine. Once I got rid of Western medicine and told them to kick rocks and started eating healthy, deciding what I wanted to put into my body, and reading books that didn't just line up with my Bible and what I was being taught in church. That there was other books of the Bible that were taken out of the Bible that collate and make you think, wait a second. Jubilee. You can find the book of Jubilee. The book of Enoch. The Watchers. And the fact that there was more to the story of Adam and Eve. Like what they had to do and their responsibilities and how, I mean, the details that was left out. Just on that alone. The detail. And I'm not even saying, okay, look, I'm going to get it, and I really don't care anymore. I don't care anymore at all. Just open your mind and think that there is a possibility that there were things that were happening way before you and I were ever born, that there were people that decided that there were things they didn't want you to know. And that they felt that you were you're a meat suit. There's a lot of things you are that you're going to want to like to know. And you're going to want to have to make the exceptions that the things that are in your food may have DNA in it. Like actual human DNA. And just keep your powder dry. Pray, 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 pray. Because there's a reason that all of this is happening as it's happening, why it's happening, in the way it's happening. There's a reason that California has a bill that they're trying to pass to not investigate children dying up to 28 days. Sid's death, it's all right. Do whatever you want with the body. They won't even investigate. And then at the same time, you're getting rid of Roe versus Wade, which all that does, by the way, is kick it back to the states. That's all it does. You guys, it's you need to educate yourself about the Constitution and how it works. Okay? It is a very unique document. And it's a very raped on levels that's gross too. That you're going to find out the things that you've been lied to. Like up here. It's okay. It doesn't matter what president you have. It doesn't. The Republicans take the Democrats out to dinner, and the Democrats take it's like kind of like a WWE type of situation where they kind of plan out, well, you're going to be the bad guy this time, and da-da-da-da-da, and it's 1,000 points of light, and blah, 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 and NWO, New World, yeah. I mean, you start looking at the similarities and how you're being hypnotized on a level of being hypnotized, and people are trying to wake you up, and you're not. You're hypnotized because you're consuming chemicals that make you not think, because they don't want you thinking. Because if you think, well, you might realize that you are made in God's image, and that God is a very powerful being, and that God, the more that you learn about Jesus and the more that you seek him, he will give you answers about things that are illuminating. And you're going to realize that the pastors in your church might not be exactly who you think they are. Yes. That this means a little more than the blood of the Lamb, and that they don't want you to know certain things. They'll lose their tax exemption if you know certain things. There's like fine print that you're not learning. And there's indoctrination. And there's things that there's secrecy. And there's things that they learned from other religions that I will not speak of tonight, that are you were told were bad. Things that you were told that were bad are actually good. There are religions out there that have been trying to protect and trying to wake you up at the same time. And there were certain religions that were taken over by a bad faction and completely lied to you on levels that I just cannot even. The magnitude of evil that you are about to learn about is going to make you throw up. You're going to go around punching walls. The men are going to lose their freaking minds. The real men, the men that I know, that my late husband was, that my current husband is, but is old enough that he knows better than to hit a wall in his fragile age. It's about to get real, people. I will pray for you. If I get banned, I get banned. But I don't care if I get 1,000 followers or 2 followers. Somebody's going to need to talk about this. Someone's going to need to know what I went through as a child, that now I'm sickeningly awakened of. And I'll tell you, I was one of the lucky ones. Big time. One of the lucky ones. I was being watched over by angels on earth. Many on earth. Not in my home, but on earth. My job was to protect the ones that were underneath me. I didn't do a good job of it, but that's not my fault, because I didn't do it. I was lied to as a child so badly. But I forgive everybody. I forgive. I need everybody to understand. I have completely let that go. Because to get where I am at, I had to let it go. And part of letting that go is so that I can help others, because there's going to be people out there that are going to be seeing this for the very first time. My husband thought that my story was a rare story. He thought his story was a rare story. There's a reason that out of the random hundreds of thousands of people that Rittenhouse was around, that he randomly shot 3 people that did not know each other but happened to be... Kind of like shooting fish in a barrel. But I'm not trying to like bum anybody out here, and nobody will probably see this anyways. But the point is, start adding up things that, I don't know, Bill Gates' mom was the head of the person that started Planned Parenthood, and now he owns all the farms, which touch your food, which Planned Parenthood has hazardous waste that they have to get rid of, that turns into chemicals that they could possibly put in the food, like, pesticides. I mean, I'm just saying, this is just things that could possibly happen in just a figment of imaginations out there that have dots that connect. And now that the Supreme Court is shutting it down because possibly they might be compromised in certain situations like that. I don't know, they might have poisoned a particular judge on the circuit recently. Just saying that maybe, I don't know, that maybe all of us conspiracy theorists out there that everybody's making fun of all this time and getting kicked off of, and some of us passing away. You're not going to want to send your kids trick-or-treating this year. No. And you probably aren't going to want to celebrate Christmas either. And Easter's going to be probably one that you're not going to like either. These are all on another calendar that I learned about as a child, not by my mother only. No, everybody wants to blame my mom, but my mom just hung out with the really bad situations when she was making some bad choices that hurt her more than it hurt anybody, which I forgive her 1,000% over. So you have to understand that this journey happens, and sometimes we learn quicker. Some of us learn faster than others. I didn't learn in school very well because I didn't realize that I had certain levels of who knows, because in the 70s you didn't. I'm sure if I was tested there's autism or something going on there, but I'm happy with just who I am. I can't spell. I don't do math very well. But if you show me how to do something, I can do it. And I love heavy equipment. I love driving a truck. I love being out there in the outside in the wilderness. I love hunting, fishing. But I don't think I'm a dude. I like my pretty nails. I like wearing lingerie. I like wearing Victoria's Secret. But I don't have any delusion that there's nothing out there that a guy can do that I can't do. But guess what? I have to do it differently because I'm not built the same. And I have no delusion of that. Doesn't mean that I should be getting paid any less, but it does tell me that I'm different. And we should be, instead of trying to steal each other's shine, we just enjoy each other's shine. If somebody wants to wear a dress and they're not a girl, let them wear a dress. I have no problem with that. I don't. I'm going to tell a quick story. I don't usually go this long, but when I first divorced my husband, I moved to a very, very small town. I'm talking small. I moved to Corning, California. And I even lived in a smaller town called Flournoy where like it was a general store where the mailbox for me to go get my mail, I had to go into the grocery store, not the grocery store, like the cha-ching bell over the door, da-ding, da-ding, get my mail. And there was like you rented videos or whatever in there. And the girl, I came in dirty every night, just filthy from head to toe because I was doing construction. I drove concrete truck. I worked like a man. And she always gave me attitude. Just was rude as AF. She thought I was just a drunk because I had a 24-pack of beer. And she thought I was just a farm working drunk that just didn't do shit. Then we got to talking one day, and I said, oh, yeah, no, I work for Western Ready Mix. I pour concrete. I do construction. I have a hazmat license. I have every endorsement. Been driving truck for quite a bit. But see, we're so quick to judge just from the exterior. If a guy wants to dance around on stage and wear makeup and he loves it and it makes him feel good, I'm fine with that too. We're going to have to start accepting things we don't want to accept because there's going to be some stuff that's way bigger that's going to start coming down the pike that you guys are going to have to put your big girl panties on and your big boy pants on, and you're going to have to accept what is about to smack you square between the eyes. So, like I said, nobody will probably see this. I actually had a cold last week, or maybe even allergy. I still think it's allergies. I think they're doing something. There's something in the air here in Oregon, and today was an odd day. I felt a shift. I don't know what it was, but it hit me hard. I mean, it was like if you're from a tornado country, it's like right that couple minutes before you're about to get a tornado and all the air gets sucked out and there's no birds chirping and there's no cows mooing, dogs barking, and you can feel that heaviness in your chest. That's what I felt today. And now this leak. You're going to have to start thinking outside the box, guys. So, I'm wishing y'all love out there. Kisses and hugs. Read your Bible. Be really kind to everyone. Unless they're touching a kid, stealing a kid, talking about a kid, whatever. Wanting to groom. It's happened. It's more to the effect of who hasn't it happened to. You'll have less, if you really got down to asking people if something has happened in their childhood. I think the reason that why this is happening at this time period and why I feel like I walk through the hell that I walked through as a child, I think prepared me for this. So I'm here for you guys. Keep your powder dry. Don't do things stupid. They're paying. They will pay. They will pay. They will pay. Read your Bible. It's called The Millstone. Some of them already paid. Some of them are paying right now. Some of them those are the ones like Amy Grant and just a lot of people out there that we thought they were the ones that knew Jesus. Ooh, the pastors. Oh, there's a special place that you guys have been told about. Good luck. For those of you who are on my side of the board, don't say I told you so. And don't gloat. You are very special. There's a reason you haven't been fitting in. There's a reason why you weren't supposed to fit in certain places. There was a reason why organized religion wasn't even for you. Because it's not supposed to be. You're not supposed to fit in. Because the stuff that's about to pop off, even going and singing, and I mean, that'll help them, but not for a lot of them. Because when they see certain people falling, people that they thought were good, it's going to crush them. Because it's a Jezebel spirit, guys. They're in a Jezebel spirit. They're in a trance. They're stuck in 3D. They're stuck in a situation that they don't understand. Some of them woke up for the gas prices. Some of them woke up with Disney. Some of us woke up a long time ago. I knew what Playboy was a long time ago. I know what Hustler was a long time ago. There were things that I learned about, things I overheard, that things that I have been exposed to that but now I know why. And I'm okay with it. I am actually okay with it. I don't mind one bit. I've gotten my reward. My reward is him. So, and all of the things and entities and everything out there that comes along with him. You guys got to think about when you read Revelations, you got to think about it a lot differently. A lot more animatedly, a lot more, not animated like cartoon, but you got to start looking up every single word. And don't look up it in just English. Look it up in different cultures. And start thinking outside the box, guys. Not everything you see is real. Not everything you're told is truth. It's called critical thinking for a reason. Sorry about the cognitive dissonance, though. It's a sucker. God bless. Peace out, Sister Sarah.